friends. I'm here to do our daily tarot. This is Makané, and I'm working with the guides again today. So they've been pretty spot on. The energy today is pretty serene, I'd say, and I'm gonna ask the guides how we can channel this serenity into our higher purpose, our collective evolution, and see what we need to do today, what we need to focus on, how we can move forward on our path to be in balance. Look, there's our card today. Balance. This is a nice reminder always, but let's see what the card says. I think balance is the beginning of all spiritual work, the foundation. The meaning of the card is support, codependency, manipulation, generosity. And again, look at the image. So you're in the delicate process of learning how to properly balance the flow of give and take in your personal relationships. It's time you evaluate how you're doing. Are you giving too much, leaving you resentful and angry? Or are you withholding, and could you give more, leaving you feeling guilty and defensive? Your divine teachers can help you learn how to better align your relationships so that you neither give nor take too much as a means of controlling others. They counsel you, instead, to be honest about your motivations in dealing with others. You know in your heart of hearts what drives your interest in other people. So a lot of this is about being honest with where we're coming from. Do you give with a secret agenda of you owe me? Do you create dependency and control over others with your kindness? Do you withhold for fear you might be taken advantage of, keeping people guessing about your motives and intentions? And this is not about like feeling guilty, but like about like just taking honest stock, like what spirit is this gift or receiving coming from, and just getting really real about it. Your divine teachers are on hand to help you answer these questions, and they lovingly reassure you that relationships are the most difficult of all spiritual classrooms, and the lessons of proper give and take are the most difficult skills to learn. Having compassion for yourself as you seek balance with others is key. Ask your divine teachers to help you become more aware of how you give and receive in all relationships, not just the romantic kind. Their message to you: there's no difference between giving and receiving love. So the guides of this card are divine teacher guides, and I wanted to read just a little bit about them because they talk about the different types of guides in this little book here. So there is basically your higher self, your spirit guides, your helpers on the other side. It's the energy and concept that augment the card's meaning. It helps you kind of like tune into what source is guiding us today. So the wisdom from the guides is in this case through divine insight. So divine insight actually came up earlier today. I was reading about the Hawaiian moon phases, and in Hawaiian moon phases, this is a period of reflection, of doing meditative work that helps relax our body and empowers our mind. And this could be any sort of transcendental practice. It can be a mindful practice, a relaxation practice, a grounding practice, a breathwork practice is really awesome. And it recommended the Kahuna Hau breath, which I'm not familiar with, but if you know breath work, it's very like just really letting the breath be the full focus of what you're doing. And so this might be a nice way to like come into clarity around this idea of balance, is like measuring and observing our intake and exhale, right? Like we always want our intake and our output to be even in our breath. Like that creates flow, that creates like freedom in our body. Like, it shouldn't be shallow either. It should be just a little bit of taking it and just a little bit of giving it. Like, it's gotta be full, and it's gotta be all. So yeah, giving with love is a way to propel us to give our all. Receiving with love is a way to help us receive and really allow in more. And so this idea of breath, I think, is a really good guide. So getting jiggy with our divine teachers and our breathing today, it's gonna feel really good. So just like anytime you're not sure, am I giving too much? Am I receiving too much here? Am I not receiving enough? Am I closed? Am I grasping? Just breathe into it. Nice, even, measured breaths, and feel into it. Honestly assess and see if you can center in the divine wisdom in you. And this is my guidance that is coming through today. And I think when we get out of the way, when we ourselves get out of the way, and we let love be the teacher, let our divine higher wisdom be the guide, that's gonna help us come to center in the most joyful, easy way. And I hope that is the case for you today. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and happy approaching new moon.